Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to pause for a moment and truly absorb these words, you have greatness within you. That's not just a nice phrase. That's not some empty feel-good line. It is a truth, a powerful, life-altering truth that you must believe with every fiber of your being. You were not born to be average. You were not meant to live a life of quiet desperation, hoping one day something will magically change. No, you were born with purpose, with potential, and with a calling that is uniquely yours. There is something you're supposed to do, something you're supposed to become, and the journey to get there starts with one realization: the greatness you seek is already inside you. It's not in some distant land. It's not in the approval of others. It's not in luck or in chance. It's in you. You have talents you haven't used yet. You have ideas you've never shared. You have courage you haven't fully activated. You have resilience that's been dormant, waiting for you to wake it up. That dream you keep thinking about, that vision that keeps nudging your spirit, it's not random. It's a call from within, your inner greatness asking to be let out. But here's the problem. Too many people are waiting for permission to be great. They wait for someone to validate their worth, for someone to tell them they're ready. Listen to me. You don't need anyone's permission to shine. You don't need the world to say you're enough before you start living like you are. You are enough right now. Not someday. Not when things are perfect. Now. The world has tried to condition you. Society will tell you you're too old, too young, too inexperienced, too late, too early, too different. But that's just noise. That's fear dressed up as logic. That's limitation wearing the mask of reality. And none of that defines you. Your past doesn't define you. Your mistakes don't define you. The opinions of others don't define you. Asterisk. Asterisk. What defines you is what you believe about yourself. And I'm here to tell you, it's time to start believing something powerful, something true, something bold. Say it with me. I have greatness within me. Say it again, with power. I have greatness within me. Say it until it silences every doubt. I have greatness within me. That greatness is what will carry you through the hard times. It's what will get you up when life knocks you down. It's what will push you past rejection, past failure, past fear. And it's not a matter of if you'll need that strength. It's when. Because the path to your dream is not a straight line. It's a battlefield. And greatness is your weapon. You don't have to have all the answers today. You don't need to know every step. But you do need to start. You do need to believe. You do need to ignite that fire inside of you and say, this is my time. I'm not waiting anymore. I'm stepping into who I was born to be. Because once you believe in your own greatness, truly believe it, your energy changes, your habits change, your expectations change, and your life, it starts to rise up to meet you. You'll stop playing small. You'll stop apologizing for your dreams. And you'll start moving like someone who knows they are destined for more. So today, make a choice, a decision, a declaration. You're not here just to exist. You're here to shine, to build, to lead, to transform, and to inspire. Because yes, you have greatness within you. And it's time the world saw it. Your dream is possible. There is something powerful, something divine, something urgent about a dream. A dream is not just a fantasy or a wish. It's the blueprint of your purpose, the whisper of your calling, the reason you were born. And I want you to understand this. Your dream is possible. Now you might be thinking, but you don't know what I've been through. You don't know my situation, my past, my failures. You're right. I may not know your story, but I do know this. Your dream didn't come to you by accident. If it was placed in your mind and in your heart, it's because you have the capacity, the strength, and the brilliance within you to bring it to life. You see, what most people call impossible is often just a reflection of their own fears, their own doubts, and their own limitations. It's not a fact, it's an opinion. People will try to put their ceilings on your sky. They'll tell you that you can't do it, you shouldn't try, you don't have what it takes. But you have to remember this, they don't know what's inside you. They don't know what you're truly capable of. Only you do. Let's be clear. Yes, your dream may be big. It may be bigger than what anyone in your family has ever done. It may be bigger than anything you've ever attempted. But that doesn't make it unreachable. That doesn't make it fantasy. That makes it worth it. You are not here to play small. You are not here to merely exist. You are here to live full and die empty. And that means chasing the vision that sets your soul on fire. Les Brown said, The graveyard is the richest place on earth because it's full of dreams that were never pursued, books never written, businesses never started, songs never sung. Why? Because people believed the lie that their dream wasn't possible. Don't let that be your story. I don't care what your background is. I don't care how much money you have or don't have. I don't care about your education level. None of that determines your destiny. What matters is your hunger, your belief, your willingness to act in spite of fear. What matters is your decision to stop listening to doubt and start listening to destiny. And yes, it's going to be hard. You will have setbacks. People will laugh at you, criticize you, leave you behind. But every time that happens, I want you to hear this voice in your head. My dream is possible. Say it out loud if you have to. Scream it if you must. My dream is possible. Because that affirmation is power. It rewires your brain. It fuels your body. It sharpens your focus. Every single world-changing invention, every movement, every revolutionary act started with someone who believed something others said was impossible. You can be that someone. You must be that someone. Don't shrink your dream to fit your reality. Expand your faith to match your dream. Stand tall in it. Own it. Speak it. Breathe it. Walk it. You are allowed to want more. You are allowed to demand more. And you are allowed to fight for the life that calls to you. So today, draw a line in the sand. Decide right now that you will not back down. That no matter how long it takes, no matter how hard it gets, you will keep moving, step by step, day by day, with passion and persistence, until your dream is no longer a vision, it's your reality, because your dream is possible, and it's waiting for you to believe that too. You don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started to be great. Too many people wait for the stars to align, for the circumstances to be perfect, for the fear to disappear, before they take action toward their dream. But let me tell you something powerful. You don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started to be great. That's not just a quote, that's a life principle. And if you really want to achieve your biggest dream, you need to take this to heart. Today, right now, there is no such thing as the perfect time. That's a lie. Your fear tells you to keep you still. That's a trick your mind plays to keep you stuck in neutral, while your destiny sits out there waiting, watching you hesitate. Listen to me. The perfect time is a myth. The only perfect time is now. This moment, right here, because this is the only moment you can control. You see, we all start somewhere. Every great person you admire, every innovator, every champion, every leader started without a roadmap, without the full confidence, without all the resources. They weren't great when they started. They were awkward. They were afraid. They were uncertain. But they made a decision to begin. And that decision made all the difference. Les Brown says, leap and grow your wings on the way down. That's not recklessness. That's courage. That's faith. That's understanding that the beginning of your journey will be messy. It will be imperfect. And that's okay. You're not supposed to be flawless at the start. You're supposed to be hungry. You're supposed to be driven. You're supposed to be willing to fail forward. And yes, you will fail. Not once, not twice, many times. But failure is not the opposite of success. It's the path to it. The only way to become great is to walk through that failure, to learn from it, to adapt, and to rise again. Every setback is a setup for a comeback. But you can't come back from something you never started. I know what you're thinking, but I don't have the money. I don't have the knowledge. I don't have the right connections. Listen, you don't need everything right now. You just need commitment. You just need courage. You just need to start where you are, with what you've got, and trust that the rest will come, because it will. When you move, life moves with you. The greatest enemy of your dream is not failure. It's inertia. It's standing still. It's waiting for life to come hand you an invitation. But dreams don't come knocking. You have to chase them down. You have to declare to the world, I may not be the best. I may not have all the answers, but I am ready. I'm moving. I'm starting today. Your dream doesn't need you to be perfect. It just needs you to show up. You've got everything you need inside of you to take the first step. And the first step is all that matters. Because once you start moving, something incredible happens. Momentum. And momentum is magic. Momentum makes the impossible possible. It makes the invisible visible. It makes dreams tangible. So stop waiting. Stop wishing. Stop overthinking. This is your time. This is your moment. You don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started to be great. Now move. Make a decision and own it. There comes a moment in every dreamer's life where they must stop sitting on the sidelines, stop analyzing, stop doubting, and make a decision. You see, a real decision is not a wish. It's not a maybe. It's not I'll try. A decision is a declaration to yourself and to the universe that this dream is no longer optional, it's non-negotiable. And when you make that kind of decision, something powerful begins to happen. The moment you fully commit, you stop leaving room for retreat. You burn the boats. You stop entertaining backup plans. You stop talking yourself out of what you were born to do. Your life starts bending in the direction of your vision. But here's the truth. Most people never realize the world doesn't respond to indecision. It doesn't respect hesitation. It moves for the bold. You've got to plant your flag and say, this is who I am. This is what I want, and I will not be denied. Why? Because life is waiting for your certainty. Opportunities don't come to the confused. They come to the committed. When you finally decide that your dream is not just a hope, not just a fantasy, but a demand, you unlock energy, focus, and fire that you never knew you had. You start showing up differently. You start saying no to things that don't align. You stop needing everyone's approval. You stop shrinking to fit places you've outgrown. And the moment that decision is made, when you own it, you will see your life rearrange itself. People will appear, resources will show up, doors will open, but none of that happens if you stay stuck in limbo. Let me tell you something. You can't be kinda sorta committed and expect full-time results. You can't dip your toes in your destiny and expect it to carry you forward. You've got to jump in heart first. You've got to go all in. Do you know what separates those who succeed from those who only dream? It's not talent. It's not luck. It's commitment. Talent is overrated. Lots of people have talent, but not enough have courage. Not enough have made the decision to keep going when it hurts, to keep moving when it's inconvenient, to keep believing when it looks impossible. Les Brown said it best. When life knocks you down, try to land on your back, because if you can look up, you can get up. But here's the key. Getting up is a decision, not a feeling, not a miracle, a decision. And once you make it, really make it, the excuses stop, the distractions fade, and the excuses you used to lean on, they start sounding weak even to you. So I'm asking you today, right now, to make that decision. Not tomorrow, not when you feel ready. Now, decide that you will no longer betray your dream. Decide that the version of you who keeps playing small is no longer welcome in your life. Decide that you will live full and die empty. Because once you decide, you become dangerous to mediocrity. You become unstoppable. The world doesn't need another person who almost tried. It needs you committed, clear and courageous. So make the decision, own it, and watch your life rise to meet your vision. Make a decision and own it. Commitment is the turning point. Once you decide your dream is non-negotiable, your life will begin to shift around that decision. There comes a moment in life when hesitation must be replaced with declaration, when dabbling must give way to deciding, and not just any decision. I'm talking about the kind of decision that echoes into every corner of your life. A life-altering, heart-on-fire, no turning back decision. One that says, this is it, this is my dream, and I'm not negotiating anymore. You see, too many people walk around waiting for the stars to align, waiting for permission, waiting for someone to say, now is your time. But let me tell you something. Life doesn't respond to wishes, it responds to decisions. You can't hope your way into your dream. You can't tiptoe into greatness. You have to step in boldly, with your whole chest, and say, I'm in, all in. And here's what happens when you make that kind of decision. It's like the universe starts to rearrange itself in your favor. Doors start opening, people appear, opportunities line up, not because of luck, but because your energy shifts, your focus sharpens. You begin to radiate the kind of clarity and conviction that moves mountains. Why? Because you've stopped being wishy-washy about what you want. Les Brown says, you gotta be hungry, but hunger isn't enough if you're still on the fence. Hunger must be paired with commitment. Commitment means this: I will, no matter what, I'll find a way, or I'll make one. I'm not leaving this earth with this dream still inside me. Commitment isn't convenient. It costs you. It costs you your comfort. It costs you excuses. It costs you the old identity. But what you gain in return, oh, it's priceless. You gain power. You gain purpose. You gain a life that looks like your vision, not your fears. Listen, indecision is the silent killer of dreams. Indecision tells the world, I'm not sure. And when the world hears you're not sure, it doesn't take you seriously. But when you stand up and say, this is what I was born to do, that's when things begin to change. That's when the fire in you begins to light fires in others. That's when you begin to move with purpose. And purpose is magnetic. Some of you are walking around today with a dream you haven't decided to chase. You've flirted with it. You've thought about it. But deep down, you've never committed. And because of that, the dream remains a fantasy, just out of reach. Let me challenge you. Decide, today, right now. No more delays. No more someday. No more maybe when the timing is right. The timing will never be perfect.
The conditions may never be ideal, but the moment you decide, everything begins to align, not because of what's around you, but because of what's happening within you. A committed mind becomes a creative mind. A committed heart becomes an unstoppable force, and a committed life becomes a legacy. That's what happens when you stop wishing and start owning. This is your moment. Make the decision, own it, and watch your life begin to move in the direction of your courage. Your adversity is your advantage. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something powerful, something life-changing. Your adversity is not your enemy. Your adversity is your advantage. We live in a world that teaches us to run from pain, to avoid failure, to fear struggle. But I'm here to challenge that mindset. I'm here to tell you the truth. Every pain you felt, every setback you've endured, every mountain you've had to climb, it wasn't there to destroy you. It was there to develop you. You see, pain introduces us to parts of ourselves we never knew existed. Struggle stretches your potential, and failure is simply feedback. It's a necessary teacher on the road to greatness. No one who has ever achieved something significant did so without facing resistance. Think about this. A sword is just a piece of coal that made it through pressure. A sword is only strong because it was forged in fire. And you are being refined. Every single time life throws you a curveball, you're not being buried, you're being planted. Let me ask you a question. What has been your greatest struggle in life? Think about it for a moment. Maybe it was growing up without support. Maybe it was a battle with illness. Maybe it was being rejected, betrayed, fired, divorced, broken, forgotten. Whatever it was, didn't it also wake something up in you? Didn't it force you to become more resourceful, more resilient, more focused? If you survived it, you gained something from it. The scars may still be there, but they are symbols of your survival. And that survival, that resilience, is your advantage. It means that when others break under pressure, you endure. When others give up, you grow up. Les Brown once said, "Don't say I'm having a bad day. Say I'm having a character-building day." Why? Because tough times don't just build character, they reveal it. You weren't meant to coast through life untouched. You were meant to be forged through fire and risen through challenge. The adversity you face is molding you into the person capable of achieving your biggest dream. Without the adversity, you would never build the strength needed to carry your destiny. Now let me be clear. This isn't about romanticizing pain. It's about recognizing its purpose. It's about realizing that you can either let adversity break you or build you. You get to choose. And here's something else to think about. The people who are going to benefit from your dream, your family, your community, the lives you're destined to impact, they are counting on you to not be stopped by hardship. They are counting on you to rise. The late Nelson Mandela spent 27 years in prison and came out not bitter, but better, ready to lead a nation. Oprah Winfrey was born into poverty and endured abuse, but turned her pain into purpose and built a platform that inspired millions. Every giant you admire was once a struggler just like you. They used adversity as a ladder, not a wall. So the next time life hits you hard, and it will, I want you to say to yourself, this is making me stronger. This is preparing me. This is equipping me. This is my advantage. Because when the smoke clears, when the dust settles, and the world sees who you've become, they'll say, I don't know how they did it. And you'll say, I used what tried to break me, and it built me. Your adversity is your advantage. Own it. Use it. Rise with it. Run toward your fear, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you something that will change your life if you embrace it. Fear is not your enemy. It is your compass. You see, most people run away from fear. When fear shows up, they retreat. They play small. They stop moving. But here's the truth. Fear doesn't show up to stop you. It shows up to shape you. Fear is a sign that says, this matters. It's a sign that you are standing on the edge of your growth. It's the doorway to your next level. And too many people spend their lives walking away from that door because it shakes, it rattles, and it looks uncertain on the other side. But listen to me. You were not born to play life safe. You were born to step up. You were born to grow. You were born to run toward your fear. When you feel fear, don't back down. Don't hesitate. Take a breath. Square your shoulders and walk toward it, because what you fear most often holds the key to your destiny. You fear speaking in front of others. That may be because your voice is meant to heal, to lead, to inspire. You fear taking that risk, quitting that job, launching that dream. That's because it will demand more of you than you've ever given, but it will also give you more than you've ever had. You fear failure. Welcome to the club. Every successful person has danced with failure. Every champion has faced defeat. But they kept moving forward. They didn't let fear paralyze them. They let it fuel them. Let me tell you something powerful. Your dream and your fear live in the same place. You can't have one without facing the other. That dream you've been holding onto, that vision that keeps you awake at night, It requires you to step into unknown territory. It demands that you grow into someone new, and fear is the gatekeeper to that transformation. But you are stronger than your fear. You are bigger than your doubt. And fear, my friend, is a liar. Fear says, you're not enough, but your actions can say, watch me. Fear says, you'll fail, but your mindset says, I will learn and rise. Fear says, stay comfortable, but your soul is crying out, let me grow. You see, you don't beat fear by thinking about it. You beat fear by acting through it, by doing the very thing that scares you, by showing up when everything in you wants to hide, by leaning into the discomfort and choosing courage over comfort. Every time you run toward your fear, you expand, your courage grows, your confidence grows, and something amazing happens. You begin to realize that the thing you feared wasn't the monster you thought it was. It was a mirror showing you what you're capable of becoming. So the next time fear whispers, you can't do this, look it in the eye and say, I was born for this. Run toward your fear. Let it stretch you. Let it challenge you. Let it make you the person your dream requires you to become. And when you do, you'll look back and realize you were never running toward fear. You were running toward freedom. Now say this with me. I will not be stopped. I will not shrink. I will not settle. I run toward my fear, and I grow through it. I was born for this. Let's go.